Hey YouTube, today we have a new video for our Arcade1Up Marvel vs. Capcom 2 machine, and today we're going to be doing the lit riser upgrade on our riser for the cabinet. Now comes from Tulsa Arcades. Tulsa Arcades is a company based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they build custom arcade and aftermarket parts for Arcade1Up, Neo Geo, at games, and other machines, such as, vinyl decals, the custom lit riser, which we're unboxing here today. We're gonna do a video on that, a little installation, throw it on there and see how it looks. Let's check it out. So here is the panel. It looks great. I really appreciate the packaging. They bubble wrapped it pretty tight, so there's no damage that I can see so far. I have to dust it off a little bit. It's got some dust on it from the packaging. Comes with a card here with some screws. It's got another extra panel here. And here's the back of the panel. Now, it doesn't come with any lights. You do have to put, it looks like you have to put your own lights on there, but that is not a problem. You can get those anywhere. And I have a spare LED lights that I can use for this. And let's get this installed. It doesn't have any instructions in the box either. Maybe online, but let's see if we can just throw that on there real quick. First thing I'm gonna do is put some lights on there, set that up, and then we'll get this thrown on. All right, so I'm just gonna remove this panel from the unit. Should probably take the cab off. And I'm being a little bit lazy, so I'm just gonna run it like that. I tried taping the lights directly behind the riser, but it didn't shine, it didn't look very good. So I looked at some other videos online on how to do this. I'm gonna pull this off. As you can see here, it's just about the same size, a slightly different shape. It's not too much of a difference there. But you want to tape the lights to this backboard here. And then what I suggest doing is taking the end of the USB or the power and plugging that into your power source. If you're going to plug it through a power strip or you're going to plug it through the USB on the back, I highly recommend you do that so you know how much length you have. So I'm just going to run the wire underneath and to the back. And then after I have it plugged in, I can tell how much room I have left over to start taping this all up. So let me go ahead and do that. So here we go. Now I put the lights in. Now I suggest that when you put the lights back there, mount them a little bit lower, because if you mount it too high, you can actually see the LED strips from the top. But I think that looks pretty good. I went to go screw this on. I was like, well, there's no screw holes here. There are screw holes. They're just behind the decal. So when you poke the holes for the screws, just be very careful not to damage the decal. And let's get it all screwed in. And we'll see how that looks. So there it is. That's the installed lit riser, and I think it looks awesome. The finished product looks great. So I wanted to shout out to Tulsa Arcades. These guys are amazing. This was about $100 and took about maybe 2.5 weeks to ship. Well, this is right before the holidays, and there was a really high demand for it. But they shipped it out, and I think it looks great. So highly recommend you get this if you have the funds for it. One thing that people were concerned about was that when they posted the image of this online, they actually had Ryu on the left side of the riser, which some people were saying that hey, it looks a little weird that he's on the Marvel side and not the Capcom side. And that was a little nitpicky, but I guess they fixed that, because in the final product you see on the left is all the Marvel characters, and on the right is all Capcom. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. So head on over to tulsaarcades.com. There's their information. They have tons of other arcade products. So highly check them out. And thanks for watching, guys. And stay tuned for the next video.